What's going on, guys? Hope everybody had a good Sunday or whatever day it is for you. I made a few videos specifically about Chase and this issue of them closing down people's accounts for no reason, which directly correlates to crypto, DeFi, and the open finance movement in general, because moving to a system that can't be censored is actually the next step. And by banks doing this sort of thing, it will actually be a catalyst towards moving to something like crypto. More and more people are finding themselves in a spot like this because of their political beliefs or anything else that the bank decides they don't want to do business with you anymore because of. And unfortunately, I don't believe there are any laws on the books that says a bank can't discriminate against you because they're a business and they're allowed to they're allowed to refuse the right to they're allowed to refuse service to anyone. I'm pretty sure. But this article from the Daily Wire, this is a more right-wing outlet, but this is true nonetheless. Michelle Malkin was specifically writing about the Proud Boy that got their account closed. I did 2 other videos on this. They are here. So Big Bank Censorship and How to Gain Real Financial Freedom, and Big Bank Censorship Part 2. So this will obviously be Big Bank Censorship Part 3. And I will link those other 2 videos in the description, but I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the article. I have been a Chase Bank customer for years. Who knows how much longer it'll be? Will the company's thought police come for me next? How about you? If you are a non-leftist who does business with a financial giant owned by JP Morgan Chase & Co., you need to ask questions and get answers. I would say if you're just a customer in general, it shouldn't matter your political point of view, because they're going after anybody. They're going after somebody for a certain point of view. They can come after you for anything. On Tuesday, investigative journalist James O'Keefe and his Project Veritas team released a disturbing new video on the runaround that Chase officials gave Texas conservative entrepreneur Enrique Tarrio about his canceled account. Big business may very well be enabling America's very own version of the Chinese social credit system, in which political dissent is flagged, shunned, punished, and eradicated. So Enrique here is I believe he is the president of the Proud Boys, one of the founders. First, some background. Tarrio is a young, peaceful Afro-Cuban freethinker and chairman of the Proud Boys organization, so chairman. In February 2019, the Texas Trump supporter received a letter from Chase Bank informing him that after careful consideration, the financial institution could no longer support his banking account. The notice followed a hit piece against minorities who support the president by the Daily Beast, a reliable echo chamber for the discredited Southern Poverty Law Center smear machine. Tarrio was subsequently kicked off Chase's payment processor, which he used to sell patriotic pro-Trump t-shirts. Next, he was deplatformed from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Airbnb, First Data, Square, Stripe, and PayPal before losing his bank accounts. So this is pretty telling right here. Being deplatformed from all of these different platforms, both social media and payment, and then losing his bank account seems like one domino after the other, in my opinion. When I asked on Twitter in February why we can't have just one financial institution that doesn't cave to social justice warriors, the official Chase Twitter account tweeted me back. So this is back to Michelle. Hi, Michelle. This article is inaccurate. We did not close his personal account. We do not close accounts based on political affiliation. I pointed out that Chase's letter clearly stated that the company had closed his account. So if not for political reasons, I asked, why, after careful consideration, did you close his account? The social media manager of Chase's corporate Twitter account, previously so eager to spill the tea, replied, for privacy reasons, we can't say more. Seems like a canned response. Thanks to Project Veritas, we now know more. Undercover audio and video exposed how. So we're getting a little bit deeper into the reasons that we didn't know in the previous 2 videos that I made on this. One Chase employee blamed clerical issues on Tarrio's account cancellation. Another stated, I see nothing that indicates any reason why the account should be closed. I don't see any outstanding transactions or anything ridiculous. Another explained, Chase is not involved with any alt-right people or anything. Those with no moral character are people that the bank usually doesn't get involved with in any business relationships, period. That seems a little more revealing. Several repeated a company line in Tarrio's mysterious file. Decision is not reversible. Others who received Chase shutdown notices so far in 2019 include conservative Rebel Media contributed Martina Markota, anti-Sharia and pro-borders investigative journalist Laura Loomer, and U.S. Army combat vet and vocal Trump supporter Joe Biggs. Were Markota's and Loomer's and Biggs' removals clerical errors are unfounded, or were they based on ideological litmus tests disguised as a moral character assessment? This then goes into, the article itself goes into some of the associations that Chase has with organizations like the SPLC, Poverty Palace. So I will link this in the description if you want to read more about this. But I did think that this was a nice glimpse into going a bit deeper into kind of the future of finance as far as the legacy financial system goes, with big institutions like Chase. And I'm sure a lot of you out there maybe use Chase as your primary bank account or have credit cards through them. But when you actually use them as a lifeline for things like as important in your life, like finance, they can just cut you off at any moment. And they're kind of using that power to scare people, allegedly, since they're not really responding to why they've done this to these people. And sure, right now it is only affecting people you could say on the right of the political spectrum, but we've seen things with Twitter, Facebook, where people on the right got censored and then people on the left got censored. And there's a classic saying that, censorship will eventually hit everybody if you let it go. So no matter if you like or hate people, depending on their political beliefs, everybody deserves the same rights and deserves not to be censored if they're not breaking the law. So I thought this was interesting. This will definitely be labeled part 3 of the Big Bank Censorship series. That's all I got. Have a good one. Thanks.